All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome. It is another week in Hawkeye Pro Wrestling. What you're going to hear in the background is the first episode of AEW's Dynamite, because I figured instead of music, why not put on a significant wrestling show in the background? So I'll probably once in a while comment on something if something crazy happens while I'm booking. Hopefully it doesn't throw me so off like most wrestling shows tend to do when I'm booking. So I can go ahead and get started on that. How much longer? I think he's still got another 21 days. Oh, that's right. I never got pictures for them. That's all right. They won't be here for another 3 weeks, so I'm good. So yeah, we're just over a week away from Infamous. What have I got for pre-booking already for that? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches so far. Yeah, I know, it's quite the name. Doesn't have quite the ring like Baron Corbin. All right. Let me see here. So I still have one more match to book for Infamous this week. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting how their weekly shows go, because they're obviously putting a lot. They're obviously putting a lot out there for the first few weeks. It'll be interesting to see how the audience goes after a few weeks too.
2001, right out of the gate. I mean, that's a special moment. That really is. It's a hugely special moment. Sammy Guevara.
Cody can't quite roll backwards. It's one thing I've already noticed. Red Shoes Uno came to America. Ray Kaseki came to America. Cool. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. How much money did we make last month? 1.8 million. That's not bad. Here we go. Get to Wednesday.
We saw at Fighter Fest when Cody took on Darby Allin. Darby's speed and agility gave Cody fits.
Sammy Guevara's hair just, I don't know what it is about Guevara's hair that just,
on the mat, and I think that's going to be a similar game plan here for Cody against Sammy Guevara.
I feel like he has, like, he clearly has an undercut, but I feel like they went too far in the back to where now he's like halfway up his head almost.
That was a great counter move.
It's interesting to see SmackDown at the #1 spot. Must have been a good show. Oh, they had an actual good show. Just a random SmackDown in August leading up to SummerSlam has the main event of Roman Reigns and John Cena. It's fantastic. Okay, doesn't look like there's much of anything else to worry about. So, moving on.
It was on our old show called Nitro. Jushin Thunder Liger against Brian Pillman. I was thinking about that match and taking a look at this.
Okay, I was hearing like smacks in the background, and I realized my roommate is using his punching and kicking bag. Okay, Finlay, Chris Hero, passing on tips of psychology to Chris Hero. All right. Where are we gonna go? I don't know. They want Mandalay Bay Event Center, didn't we? Weren't we just in the? That's in what, Southwest? It should be. I mean, we were here for festival. I guess we can come back here. Why not? How many people fit the Mandalay Bay Event Center, though? 15,000? Sure, why not?
How about that? Only one count, actually.
At least it's not Puerto Rico like they always want me to do. It's better. They don't have to do goddamn Puerto Rico all the time. All right. Was there anything I had pre-booked? No. Let me look through the history to make sure what it was I might have been working towards. Jericho doing his thing. Kushida. I should probably do something there. Let's see. Team Angle. Matt Jackson, Kenny Omega. Bay. So I did the tag team thing. Devitt and Hero and Dunn. Mr. Max, Naito. Okay. So I still have a little bit of other stuff to. I have angles to do, but as far as matches, I'm not exactly sure. But I'm thinking we can get a big number. We can get a big like one-on-one match. Maybe not something immediately to give away, but maybe something decent. When was the last? So Naito fought, I think, just a couple weeks ago, right? I guess technically, as far as New Japan goes, for us it was about 3 weeks ago in that three-way. So the last time he had a one-on-one match was back in June. Do you hear Jim Sauce at Ross? Yes. So you know what? I don't know how tired Naito is, but we'll give him a one-on-one match. Against who? I don't know. We'll figure that out. Who would make an interesting match? Thinking Tama Tonga could be one. Ishimori would make an interesting one. I haven't really put Ishimori out there for a little. When was the last time I put Ishimori out in a one-on-one match? A few weeks ago when he lost to Shibata. And then he lost by DQ to Sammy Sabay. So he hasn't really gotten much. So maybe put Ishimori out there against Naito. That'd probably be a pretty big match. Trying to see what else there might be. That's probably a half decent match from a TV main event. Give it about 21 minutes. We'll put Foley out there with Kyoto as the ref. Let's give it to Naito.
We are in our very first match here on TNT, and already we are trending #1 on Twitter and #3 on Twitter right now.
Oh, shit. How can you trend #1 and 3? I guess you have two different hashtags.
We appreciate that, folks. Appreciate your support.
We really do. Yes, sir. Sort of God, we do.
Coming off.
Sammy Guevara needs longer tights. I don't need to see half his ass cheek while he's wrestling. I really don't. There's too much Sammy Guevara ass cheek for my liking. Sorry. Naito the victor. Open match. This could be a good enough storytelling match, can it be? 89 psych. 88 psych. Yeah, let this be a storytelling match. Here we go. Let's see here. Let's do open match to be open. Slow build. By too much you mean too little. Uh-oh. Yep. Brandy in the way. Yep. Too little, Sammy. That's how AEW gets the ratings, is Sammy Guevara ass. Decisive. Let's do... Actually, Let's do a tainted win with a flash pinfall. And I think they can call the ring too. So I think 21 minutes we get a something where Taiji Ishimori tries to cheat against Naito. Naito turns it around on him, cheats against him to get the win. I think that'd be an interesting main event there. All right, tag titles. Let me see. What do I have for our tag titles? As far as history is concerned, let's see. We have the Team Angle thing. We have Wolves facing. We have Wolves facing Cleanup Crew. So maybe Cleanup Crew should be in non-title action today. So if we get Cleanup Crew against maybe one of the lesser, great, that's where it. One of the lesser teams. Now, Hero and Adam Cole wouldn't make sense. European Initiative. They were just in a match, right? European Initiative, Roppongi 3K. Yeah, that's right. So maybe not them. Maybe if we do European Initiative, and I still do want to. I do want to put the tag champs in action. I think they should, even if it's not a title match, they should definitely face a team. Maybe someone like Day One, just a lesser team. I could do European Initiative. That might be helpful. I could do that. We'll do that. Here we go. Let's do 10 minutes. This is a 10-minute opener. Doesn't have to be huge. We'll give Samoa Joe the win. We don't have to have the open match, but they'll go all out for 10 minutes. Decisive submission victory. I don't know, just chokes the life out of Osprey. Osprey seems like the kind of guy who could probably make getting choked out look pretty good. There we go. All right, let me see here. Nick Jackson could do something. Spanish fly off the top. Yeah, it really is. He wouldn't make it look good. I feel like he'd somehow turn getting choked into a neck bump. Most probably. They're doing a lot of high spots for an opening match on a weekly TV show. It's a great opening match, but also just feel like they're going to kill themselves if they keep doing all these spots. Gonna get your shit in, brother. Absolutely. It's just like, dude, you open up the show with a like, I get it. I get the idea it's the first show and it's the first match, so I just hope we don't see standing Spanish flies every time Sammy Guevara is in the ring. I forget what it is, but I forget who said, I think it was Kevin Nash who talked about how he was seeing guys in the WWE Performance Center showing off, like doing shooting stars and moonsaults, so you knew they knew how to do them. And I think he always said, it was like, hey, you only got so many moonsaults in you till it, till you just can't do it anymore. And they're using all of them in the Performance Center. Let's see. Jericho could have a match. I think Jericho having a match would make a little bit of sense. Jericho going out there again. Tell Muto that. But that was a finisher, though. That wasn't... I don't know. How often did he really wrestle, though? I mean, you know, they had all those tag matches in Japan, so I don't know if he was moonsaulting all the time. All right, who's the lesser person that Jericho can go up against? Dalton Castle. We doing an emotional spot right now already? Sombra, Sean Spears. You know what? We should Jericho should kill Ladybeard. It's probably not going to work out well, but Jericho should kill Ladybeard. That way he's on the men's show once in a while competing. You're racing. Your commentary is actually helping you race. You raced before you hopped in the stream. You lost by 12 milliseconds. Uh-oh. A lot of people going crazy. Oh, it's because Jericho. Speaking of Jericho. You know, honestly, when you're talking about racing, I almost bought Grid Autosport today. I've been waiting for like a physical copy because I really don't want to put that much space on my SD card, but yeah. When was the last time Ladybeard had an actual match on Adrenaline? January. Oh shit, they're doing that. Is this the, you know, I think it would be interesting. I feel like this is really what it should be. Is the future of commercials should honestly be double screened. I don't ever like the idea of. I mean, it makes sense with like TV dramas and stuff like that, but if you're doing live action stuff, it is kind of funny to have a fucking. What is that? What is that old person medicine that's going on while Jericho's just hitting code breakers on Cody? Finn Balor's in NXT. Interesting.
Where to next?
Old person heart medicine's going on while Jericho's just posing in the ring and just code breaking Cody over and over. It's kind of funny.
No calories, no sweeteners, all smiles. Bubbly sparkling water.
Yeah, obviously Jericho's gonna win this.
America's most reliable
Yeah, we'll put some domination on Jericho for this one. Don't script it. I think you'll be fine. Decisive win, and we'll submission finish him.
I mean, I think Sprint's network and savings are great. Just take my word for it. Try it out and decide for yourself. Switch to Sprint.
More commercials going on while Jericho is just grabbing a title belt and getting ready to beat the shit out of Cody. Now he's walloping him with the title, which means now Cody's got a blade job. So we're going to get a blade job in the opening segment. He's a Rhodes. If he doesn't blade, I feel like he might just wither up and die.
He's idle again.
Jericho's a real king for cameras.
Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
He's still fucking...
Pre-order now for Xbox.
Oh my god.
Name one.
Actually, this is hilarious. This is absolutely hilarious. I'm sorry. There's commercials going on, and while there's commercials going on in this small... Oh, this is fantastic. There's just an Arby's commercials playing while Jericho is just finding new and inventive ways to beat the tar out of Cody. It's kind of funny. Oh, you know what I could do? I did clean up Crew European Initiative. So what I could do, if I do 6-man, I could do... Let's do... Yeah, not Father Kingston. Sammy Sabay. Sammy Sabay.
In Washington, D.C., Jericho, the AEW champion, the first ever,
And
making sure that his number one contender,
American
Cody,
Wolves.
is not going to be able to compete in
Got some
Baltimore.
good cushion chairs for AEW. I'd seen the commemorative chairs. Oh yeah, they even got, even the ringside people got cushion chairs.
And using it on Cody.
Interesting. I feel like that takes some of the oomph out of it, because it's like, oh, he's just getting slammed onto these nice cushioned chairs.
Very calculating.
Got Cody hooked up.
I mean, it still hurts clearly, but
Could be kidney damage, could be lower back damage. Jericho knows exactly
who should American Wolves fight?
And now finally, order trying to be restored.
Show some class. You're the champion. What do you want now?
Nice tune up. Oh, you know what? Shibata and Team Angle. That makes some sense. I'd put Roppongi 3K out there, but yeah. Here we go. Congregation. Whoop. Versus
Something we don't know.
Team Angle and Shibata.
This is Jericho.
If X Product injured you, call this number for financial compensation. It really would be.
Savage beatdown.
That'd be great if they had one of those. One of those the deals come up.
Getting himself out of the middle of this rivalry.
Let's go 14 minutes on that.
And again, Jericho's move is very simple, folks. That's what he did while we were in the commercial break. Many of you saw.
Let's give this to. I feel like Shibata would be the best.
Just exerting his will on a defenseless Cody.
Shibata's our
Helpless. I'm surprised more people didn't come to the ring to try to.
still has a match to deal with as far as Kenny Omega's concerned, but
You dodged a bullet there, it seemed like.
You're not kidding
they'll
me.
be fine.
I've known Chris Jericho for seemingly forever.
TPK, what the
But he
fuck
looks
is
different look in his
TPK?
eyes, Jim, than I've ever seen before.
Oh, Brandon Cutler.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Cutler is on your screen right now. And Excalibur and
Let's see here. So Shibata to be the victor. I feel like maybe Sammy could stand losing then.
About 5 years in the professional wrestling
Let's
business
do open match.
to start his own
They don't all out it or slow build. They'll just go
in professional wrestling
decisive win.
in AEW.
And pinfall?
Yeah, but
We'll
look
go
who he's got
pinfall.
first of all.
There we go. So that way he at least. Well, I think the only way he'd win is with the PK anyway. So it makes sense. All right. Extremely unhappy. Okay, fine. As long as it's not him losing, he'll be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you
Let's
live
put that
under a
there.
rock or you're poor and by the looks of it, check. You are looking
Promo battle on your screens: Velveteen Dream versus MJF.
rising star.
Oof. All right. Opening segment. Oh, here beforehand.
Maxwell
Jericho.
Jacob Friedman.
Here's Jericho.
And tonight, you losers get the distinct honor to watch a star be born as he goes one-on-one against Brandon Cutler. Brandon Cutler, the guy that clearly got lost on the way to the seat behind the guardrail.
Jericho promo on Tana.
Brandon Cutler, the guy who reminds me of each and every single one of you in this arena. And
What
all
will
of
he
you
say?
watching at home, he's a complete loser.
I'm trying to figure out a promo Jericho
Brandon
can
Cutler,
cut
the
in
guy who's about to
Tanahashi.
figure out that Dungeons and Dragons might not be real, but you know what is real? The fact that I'm better than you, and you know it.
Sorry.
Brandon Cutler, very avid.
If you hear some
tabletop gamer.
smacks in the background, it's me
And,
just
MJF seizing on
performing
that,
some
insulting
percussive
Cutler,
maintenance on my
saying he
fan.
hasn't played Dungeons and Dragons, and he
It's kind of
posted a
older.
selfie alongside
I
it,
really
but
need
then
to
Joe Manganiello
probably get a new tower
posted his
fan.
muscle and fitness cover coming to the defense of Cutler, so it'll be interesting to
Claiming
see here
he is
if
the
Dungeons and
true.
Dragons muscles, if those D20 muscles Cutler's arm, able to
Uh,
allow him to prevail over MJF.
Okay, so they're
once in a
touching the
century.
dragon's
Whoops.
It's usually in the wrist.
Okay,
Talent.
Let's use a dice tower.
Okay.
There's
Let's
him.
address this at our next meeting, guys.
I know
Say
where the muscles are.
Cutler
differently.
coming over the top.
We'll do that.
Be insulted. He finally gets his break. He gets an opportunity.
5 minutes on that.
He went to high
There we
school,
go.
grade school with the Young Bucks. They helped get him in the door. He's got a
Jericho
lot to do.
destroying Ladybeard. Almost.
Right, long legs.
Hey, Atlas, what's up?
Use them in a lot of different ways in this environment.
Two count only from referee Bryce
So,
Remsburg.
Jericho.
Now Cutler with the fireman's carry, but MJF with the eye rake.
Let's see, Ladybeard.
Now, I'm begging
Reiko would probably be there just by his side because he's wrestling. And I think if someone comes out,
yeah, Tony. TV 14.
you know, Brandon Cutler really does look like a skinny, nerdy version of Just Incredible,
Cutler.
even down to his face.
Like I said, Cutler's living his dream right now. He stepped away from wrestling, as Excalibur told us. He decided to make another run at it, and he worked very diligently to be noticed.
Oh,
Oh, we had a great view of
a
Cutler
turnbuckle
being
camera.
sent
That's interesting.
into that ring post shoulder.
You know who comes out? Tetsuya Naito will come out. Not really to save him, but to just try to stop Jericho. So
There is no question. At 23 years of age, that's amazing. How talented
Jericho
he is.
continues the
At such a
lineman
young
tamer
age.
on
Yeah, he's a prodigy.
Ladybeard.
And he's going to be one of the foundation pieces that the AEW is going to be built upon, in my opinion.
Reika steps up.
Yank the shoulder of Brandon
Jericho
Cutler out of socket, but
attacks.
Cutler hangs on
Naito out
and staring daggers
to
into the eyes of MJF.
Now, smart move by MJF. Right across the joint.
Naito confronts.
But Cutler,
Naito would be someone who'd be getting pretty freaking sick of what's kind of happening here.
raining shots down on the face of MJF.
So let's do Overness here because he's not wailing away on him.
Conduct his business.
There we go.
Going up top.
Cutler
I'd say success.
balance.
Minor defeats here, and I guess a minor success for coming out and being the savior. TV screwed up. Yeah.
Well, you know what they say about a woman
My
gets the
TV is
best
doing
because
fine because, of course, I'm watching this on TNT.
And puts him in. He's got him locked in the salt of the earth, and Cutler has to tap out immediately.
submission. Again,
Let's
working that
see.
joint to the elbow. And MJF use that counter.
Cleanup crew, European initiative. Okay, Rich Boy.
Reverse the decision.
I'm being very tongue in cheek with me going. Of course, I have cable. I'm clearly watching this on TV because I have cable. That's exactly what I'm doing, is watching this on TNT. Anyone who wants to know.
The Misery Index. And joining me, stars of Impractical Jokers. We have searched high and low for the most miserable moments. All you have to do is tell us where they land on the
Let's
Misery
see.
Index. Woman was left with a permanent bald patch after an appointment at Tony and Guy.
Not even a cable problem. Your television keeps blacking out. Ugh. Yeah, that would do a little bit worse. Oh, good. Now I have to find out about what commercials are like. Oh, good. I don't have to do too many of them. Okay, good. It's good that commercial breaks are in progress because it allows me to focus up on this. So Samoa Joe and Robert Roode, and we'll have Brother Ray come out because I think we're going to open up with something with Paul Levesque, so it only makes sense that he'll have a little something to say before the match. So we'll have that. Cleanup crew. You know what? Tom will be out there too, because why not? Out for match. Ray says he looks forward to seeing Levesque again later tonight. There we go. 5 minutes. They'll have a little bit of minor success because everyone will get their talking points in. I guess that means I should just add in the opening segment now. So Paul Levesque will be out there with Shane Hollister, Alex Reynolds, and Alex Shelley. All right. Levesque out with Shane Reynolds and Shelley. Says he will name the Anniversary 5 match to determine who is for commissionership.
Man, what a main event, ladies and gentlemen, still to come here tonight. The
Yeah,
Young Bucks,
we'll just do
Kenny
that
Omega
then.
against Chris Jericho and his men.
All right. Gulak gonna Leo next week.
Six-man tag main event.
Hmm.
Folks, I'll take it down to Chris Van Vliet. He's got some special guests down at ringside.
I do like how Leo Rush just like wasn't around forever and then just showed back up.
For the first ever AEW Dynamite on TNT.
Uh-oh, who's here?
Please welcome Kevin Smith and Jason
No.
Hughes.
I know he lost a bunch of weight and became a vegan, but goddamn, like I'm glad Kevin Smith looks a lot healthier. But Jesus Christ,
Hits theaters on October 15th. It stars none other than AEW champion
Kevin Smith really does look like he's just dying of AIDS.
Jericho plays a bad guy in our movie, man. That is very hard to believe.
He is.
Now I see it was typecasting. I had no idea. It's great, though.
He
was
looks like he's
phenomenal,
just
but
dying of
honestly, never mind.
of some horrific cancer.
But we are so excited to be here tonight. Cody,
I'm just not used to a skinny Kevin Smith.
joining the world right now. Who are these fools? Why are these
There
guys?
we go.
I'm sorry about
Entertainment.
this, guys. I don't know.
We'll just do minus.
Hey, Jay,
This is
by the
here.
way, for the record, more staying than time stopped. Oh.
What the hell's coming out? Oh, I think it's Evans and Aerostar.
He's got something to say.
I think we're good there.
To win a match.
There we go. Uh-oh. What did you send me? What have I been sent? Oh, EO's on NXT right now. Shit. You don't send me that.
Have you ever heard of a train going off the tracks? Excalibur? That's what we're seeing right here.
Yeah, TH2, the Hybrid 2, Jack Evans and Angelico, and now Private Party.
And okay, so we got Clean Crew out after that, and then I have a whole lot. Congregation though will be out there. So Father Kingston comes out with Sammy.
Coming to the aid of Jay and Silent Bob.
The focus of this whole situation, ladies and gentlemen, is our tag team
Sammy,
tournament that starts next week right here on Wednesday
Davey,
night, right here on TNT.
Eddie.
So the greatest tag teams there, you see the bracket. It's
You'll not
the
have
Young
heat?
Bucks,
I guess
certainly
not.
favorites, but so are best friends. Dark Order. There's a lot of teams here that
I like how usually when it comes down to it, like each show, like wrestling shows tend to have one, maybe two colors. Like most of the time there's like a single color aesthetic. AEW is just like, we're going to pick all of them.
their home video.
That's the aesthetic that we're going for, is all of them.
My fellow Americans, thank you for being here
All
today.
right, Father Kingston, let's see here.
Special announcement. We here at SoCal Uncensored have done extensive research.
Okay, oh my God.
And
Congregation, congregation out.
that this is
Let's see.
the worst
Kingston puts
town
over
I've ever
the Wolves, leading to title match.
To those not fortunate enough to reside
It's
in the Golden
over
State
Sammy
Area. You got that right. You see, we're three bad brothers
and
from across the way.
himself.
And when you see us come strutting,
Yeah,
the three
we'll
letters
just
you
put
say,
the he's putting over the Wolves.
SCU.
Also, yeah.
SCU.
Let's see here.
SCU, and we are
Let's see. We'll need to much. Let's see. 5 minutes on that. There we go. All right, many successes on that. There we go. Angle and Team Angle and Shibata should probably have something. Let's look at Kenny Omega, Katsuyori Shibata. Let's see, Kurt Angle, maybe there as well. All right. This Team Angle celebrates. Omega attacks Shibata. Let's see.
You heard the man, experience. SCU brings more experience into this tournament than anyone else.
Let's see, Omega attacks Shibata. I feel like, how are we gonna have? Oh, let's do. Hits One Winged Angel on Shibata. As Angle slides in to save. There we go. Good enough. Yeah, 5 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes is enough. So selling. Should we use his overness? How over is Angle? Yeah, he's still fucking over as hell. So there, minor defeat, low injury risk, minor success. There we go. Move that right there. Naito Ishimori. All right, let's see. Hiromu Takahashi. You know what? Nakamura should be out there for something, and Takahashi should keep. Should be there. We should have Nakamura come out for something. Okay, so we'll have Shinsuke Nakamura come out for a promo. Hiromu Takahashi. Taylor Mulligan. Should Taylor Mulligan be out now or later? We'll just do that. All right. Knock out for promo about his record over Mulligan. Let's see. Hiromu out to beg Knock for a match against him. There we go. 5 minutes. There we go. 5 minutes will be enough for that. Hey, Jack, what's up? I'm just getting all sorts of sidetracked like I figured I would. I mean, we've only been recording for less than 40 minutes. We're doing pretty good. It helps having commercial breaks once in a while because then I don't have to. I can focus on this. So Hiromu and Shinsuke Nakamura, Taylor Mulligan, Tetsuya Naito. All right. Hey, bud, what's up? All right, so Mulligan attacks Knock. Let's see. Tony Schiavone has been your highlight so far. Yeah, Schiavone's been great. I'm glad he's probably getting a decent high-paying job. Hopefully doesn't have to work at fucking Starbucks anymore. I remember seeing that where it's like it sort of makes sense that he works at Starbucks for the health benefits, but also I know he also has talked about it was damn near homeless. So let's see. Mulligan attacks Knock. Hiromu saves Knock and Mulligan scampers. Naito confronts Hiromu.
This has been the craziest offseason of NBA history.
And yeah, 5 minutes there, I guess. So Hiromu's selling, Nakamura's selling, Mulligan's selling, Naito's overness, I guess, is the way to go. He is over. He's also talking, but I guess I'll just use his overness because he probably won't say too much. So minor success, minor defeat, minor success, neutral. So he'll get attacked, he'll get beaten to the back. There we go.
And they know they got their work cut out for him because Chris Jericho's bringing his troops to play. As a matter of fact, let's eavesdrop on Jericho a little bit.
It's weird seeing a shaved, clean-shaven Chris Jericho, too. Long hair and clean. I never thought that Jericho would ever go back to the long hair again. I just figured once he cut his hair, it was just gonna stay cut. There we go. Okay, big showdown. So, the final segment, Brother Ray, Tama Tonga, Robert Roode, Smo Joe, Paul Levesque, Alex Reynolds, Alex Shelley, and Shane Hollister. All right. Cleanup crew. And Levesque's crew come out. Let's see. Levesque announces anniversary feature. Ray's team. Yeah, I'll just put the feature. Prisoners of war. Ah. Really?
And move straight ahead. Forget about what happened. He'll get another shot down the road. It may not be immediate, but he'll get another shot. So he needs to stay focused.
Damn it.
He needs to Excalibur for his opponent.
Come on. I'm almost there. There we go. College is fully taking over your time. Who's the world champion? Kushida is the world champion as of right now. He does have a title fight coming up in a little over a week.
This could be our show stealer, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen. Time will tell. We'll know soon.
Let's see. JR calling wrestling shows again. It is interesting. It is nice.
The man that gravity forgot.
The bastard. Watch him just no-show here, too. Okay. There we go. He'll talk. He'll talk.
Well, it's on his Twitter account there, Jim. He goes by that.
Oh, Tama Tonga's sex appeal. No, selling. 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 Should they fight? Yeah, you know what? They won't fight. How about that? I've got a better idea. It'll be probably 9 minutes. We'll do 9 minutes. He was world champion last time you were here, so you count that as a win. Yeah, he's been champ for going on 5 months. About 5 months now. So, yeah, minor success on everybody because it's a big-time match. There we go. 111 minutes, which means we got about 14 minutes to build up some of the other stuff we have, which means the more fun stuff because it's goofy shit. Akira Tozawa, Naruki Doi, Show, and Yo, Monster Max, continue through Japan, campaigning for Tozawa as the true champion and pride of Japan. There you go. Dragon Gate fan, you should care about Pac, but not really. I mean, I understand. He kind of feels like a bit of an outsider at this point. Like, it'd almost feel weird at some point to see Shingo be back. Like, if he was back, you know, somewhere other than like New Japan, I guess. The only way you'd watch NXT or AEW is if Naruki Doi comes out. Yeah, it'd be fun. What's that? You mean you spelled Yamato wrong? There we go. Tozawa Doi. Yeah, Doi can talk. That'll be fine. Ew, no. Yamato, more like Yamaha. I thought you were gonna go with Yama Blow. We'll move this on up. We'll move it up here. Let's see, what else can I work on? I did Tozawa. Kushida's kind of not been around. We got Wolves Cleanup Crew. We did that. We did Shimada Omega. Anything to work on for anniversary? There's a couple guys I should probably put in there. Nick Jackson did his thing last week. He should probably do a little something this week, along with Kushida. So we got what, 9 minutes to fill. So with 9 minutes to fill, we also need to do something about Prince Devitt, Adam Cole. They'll just do a promo. I think a promo will be fine. Devitt and Cole backstage. Let me see here. Lambast, Hero, and Dunn for not following them and plan to destroy them. There we go. Yeah, 3 minutes. That should be good. Here we go. 3 minutes usually isn't enough for an entertainment segment, but we'll see what happens. And throw that up. I'll throw it over here, maybe? No, we need to fill up some time here. That's not what I need to see as far as a commercial goes, is a spider crawling around someone's ear. Oh, God. I also don't need to know that there's people who breastfeed their children until the age of 9. That's just... I don't need to know that. Don't be a pussy, spiders are lit. I mean, yeah, but also, I don't really want them in my ears.
Maybe now that Hangman Paige will have the issues. This match won't follow the 20-minute time limit.
Alright, what else am I missing? I'm missing Kushida. I'm missing my world champion on the show. World champion should probably be somewhere. Don't lie down ever. I mean, I'm sure I've had... See, that's the thing, is that people have talked about the whole eating like 6 spiders a year. As far as I know, that's a myth, because I know people regurgitate that, and that it also is just like, that's a... So it's very back and forth, because everyone's like, oh, you eat an average of 6 spiders a year in your sleep, and then other people's like, yeah, that's a lie. That's actually just a lie. Why is Adam Page looking all thick? Adam Page looks like he's gained a little bit of weight. I don't know. He still definitely looks in shape. He just doesn't look... Thick Hangman. Let's see here. Kushida, should he be dealing with somebody? The odds drastically go down. Especially when you throw Kurt Angle in the mix. Oh God. Hang Thick Paige. Ooh, that just sounds, I feel like Thick Hangman doesn't sound nearly as dirty as Hang Thick Paige. Because I feel like there are so many different directions that can go. Hangman, you know what Hangman looks like? Hangman looks like he saw what Joey Janela looks like, and he's just like, you know what? That might be a way to go. Why just be Hangman when I could be a little bit Hangman, a little bit Janela? Also, I can't look at any like WooTube chat whenever Nyla Rose comes out. Holy shit. Just holy shit. I won't repeat what they said, but you could probably figure out many of the jokes that were made. Those root beer floats are hitting. Okay, she needs to be with somebody. Let's see, Shibata. I'm just trying to look through my yeah, they are channers, yeah. Which is worse because it's like because as far as chans go, they're one of the only, even if it's a lot of shit posting, they're one of the only decent places to find English speaking Joshi talk. So it's like you gotta deal the good with the bad. It's mostly bad, but once in a while you find not a gold nugget, but maybe like a brass one. Sorry, I'm just trying to see who else I might need. Oh, you know what? Maybe he'll talk to Juice. Juice makes some sense.
World Championship title match against Chris Jericho. That has got to be weighing heavily on his mind.
Let's see. Yoshida training.
He had a great effort. He could have been the champion. Things have gone his way.
Interrupted by Juice, who is looking for any reason to try to fight for a title. I'll just leave it at like that. Let's see. If I do 4 minutes, that'd leave me at 2 minutes to do something for. I pretty much got everybody. It's pretty much. I think I hit just about everyone I need to hit. So yeah, let's do that and that. And successes. There we go. Throw that somewhere over here. There we go. All right, we booked it. Only 53 minutes is what it took. That's not bad. It usually takes me, I think, about 40 minutes, so I'm not that bad on the... All right, new episode of Adrenaline held in front of 13,000 people at Mandalay Bay Event Center. I wonder if we're spending money on Michael Buffer being here. Sorry, I accidentally spit on my microphone like a dick. That was... What even was that 450, Pac? Sorry. I just barely look over to see Pac doing, like, one of the worst 450s I think I've ever seen. I mean, he landed it, but God, did it look ugly. So Paul Levesque comes out. He opens up the show with Shane Hollister, Alex Reynolds, and Alex Shelley. Addresses the back and forth that happened between them and the cleanup crew last week. 450s are whack now. It's all about 630s. There you go, Pac. 450 from one side of the ring to the other. I'm waiting for. That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for like coast to coast 450s. Someone will do it someday. Shooting star press has become the default flip. They really have been. I remember years ago, like 10 years ago, maybe even longer, when Brock Lesnar did a shooting star press and failed at it, and Billy Kidman was all pissed. I was like, I do the shooting star press. He didn't even ask me. And now it's everybody does shooting star presses. So Paul Levesque comes out and addresses last week, and it decides that, you know, they announced that they were going to have some sort of match, confrontation, whatever, for Anniversary 5. And tonight, at the end of the show, by the end of the show, they will announce the match to decide at Anniversary 5 to decide who will be staying between Paul Levesque and Brother Ray as commissioner. And we get to Chris Jericho. Jericho comes out. He's getting another match after beating Sterling James Keenan last week. He cuts another promo on Hiroshi Tanahashi. Continues berating Tanahashi for daring to come out a few weeks ago, claiming that he is the true once-in-a-century talent. And dares Tanahashi that if he has anything to say to him about that, then to come onto the show and say differently. Then he gets a match against Ladybeard, which goes about as well as a Chris Jericho versus Ladybeard match would go. I think it's about the worst match I've had in quite a while. But I knew it wasn't going to mean much. It's just Chris Jericho beating the shit out of Ladybeard for a few minutes and then just lion tamer him. So, yeah, Chris Jericho lion tamers him. There you go. Tap out. But Jericho doesn't let go. Reika Psyche comes in. We get a stare down between Jericho and Reika. Reika looks like she's stepping up to Jericho. Jericho spins around and Judas affects Reika. And this prompts Naito to come jogging down to the ring and confront Jericho. Jericho seems to be berating Naito. Of course, Jericho has been a representative of Los Ingobernables for quite some time. And Naito has been seeing the degeneration of many of their stars. And Naito basically, hell yeah, beat up women. I mean, yeah, it gets heat. That's fine. We get intergender matches all the time in wrestling. It's okay. Jericho's used to beating up women. So Naito comes and confronts him and just sort of like ushers him to the back as they argue with one another. Uh-oh. Well, speaking of Doi, what?
We're making burgers and fries. We start with a big potato. Be careful
Shane
when you're
Thorne
cutting.
and was that Gargano? Yeah. Every rose has its thorn. Oh boy.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we get that. Naito seems to be upset with Jericho, clearly after the actions of the last several weeks. And Monster Max, we get another pre-recorded video of Monster Max still walking through the streets of Japan. Very few various cities, campaigning for Akira Tozawa, as he does have his World Heavyweight Championship match in just over a week. So they're campaigning Tozawa as the true champion and pride of Japan. And just putting over Akira Tozawa potentially as the future World Heavyweight Champion. And, of course, doing all of this campaigning in Japan, as Tozawa doesn't really seem to think much of Kushida, even as a Japanese world champion. I was going to say, is there an Asian version of an Uncle Tom? Because I think that's what Tozawa would call. I feel like that's what Tozawa would call Kushida. And so the cleanup crew come out for their match. And Ray says he's looking forward to seeing Levesque later on tonight and dealing with the issues that they have with one another. And this leads into Joe and Rude, the non-title match tonight, as they face the European Initiative in an extremely good match. Doi is the real hero of the Wednesday Night Wars. Yeah, this is the true one right here. And good wrestling, decent reaction. The cleanup crew in just under 10 minutes, defeating European Initiative, Samoa Joe. Look, I Oh no, Will Osprey was the person. That's right. Sammy was the guy who didn't want to lose. Well, there went my internet, or at least on this video. I assume it'll come back. Wow. By the way, there's some shade being thrown, Okada, since you're here. Someone's like, yeah, Dragon Gate was big when Dragon Gate USA happened. Someone was talking about DDT. DDT hasn't been able to do major shows across Japan beyond Tokyo. And someone says nobody cares about Dragon Gate. Yeah, so just some dude in Taima. Someone's like, no one cares about Dragon Gate. At least in the US. Let's see here. So yeah, decent match, cleanup crew, easily showing why they're the tag team champions. Is it AEW or Woo? It's Woo. Yeah, obviously it's Woo. Yeah, AEW's not saying anything about Dragon Gate. They wouldn't be silly enough to say no one cares about Dragon Gate when they have one of their former champions on the show. But yeah, cleanup crew, Samoa Joe tapping out Will Osprey. There you go. Easy peasy. For the tag champs, of course, in just over a week, they face the American Wolves. They put their titles on the line against the American Wolves at Infamous 49. Prince Devitt and Adam Cole are backstage. That's gotta hurt. Prince Devitt and Adam Cole are backstage. They're lambasting Chris Hero and Pete Dunne after the assaults that they have had on one another. Or at least the assaults that Devitt and Cole have had on both Hero and Dunne. And basically for not following, especially Hero for not following Devitt and taking Pete Dunne's side. And Devitt has all the plans. He has at least one plan, not all the plans, but he has at least one big plan to destroy them. And he'll be coming up with it within the next, I would say within the next week. We'll see. Prince Devitt's plan against Pete Dunne. Kushida is doing a little bit of training. And it's interrupted by Juice Robinson, who has been fairly desperate to try to get himself any sort of title match. He's been going after the TV title for a little while. He's been kind of failing at that. He feels like he didn't get his fair shot. And at Infamous, GP Final. We haven't had Infamous in a little bit. GP Final with Pete Dunne put in there. You're not informed of the pajama party. Oh, sorry about that. I mean, it was on Twitter, and yeah. But either way, thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. So Juice has been bummed by his lack of being able to get a solid one-on-one title shot. Gossiping about my crush. Who do you think is my crush? I'm wondering about that now. Either way, Kushida basically looks at him and he says he's at least going to try to talk to either Ray or Levesque and see what he can do for Juice Robinson here pretty soon. So there you go. Congregation coming out. And Father Kingston putting over Sammy Sabay and especially putting over the Wolves leading up to their title match at Infamous in just over a week. So putting them over, and then also a little bit of self-promotion for himself and Sammy. Either way, we get Congregation in 6-man tag action. Is Britt Baker Dr. Britt Baker because she's a legit doctor, or is it just... I don't follow Britt Baker enough to know if she's actually been doing medical school. I would say she probably is. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, Congregation coming out against Shibata and Team Angle in a bit of an exhibition 6-man tag. She is, I think, a dentist. Okay, well, that's... dentist that's a thing. That's all right. And so Shibata and Team Angle defeating Sammy Sabay and American Wolves in just under 14 minutes. Shibata levels Eddie Edwards with a PK and pins him. She come into Cole's old theme? Probably. That'd be great. So yeah, Congregation getting a little bit of a loss here, but hey, we got to put over Shibata. This man is, at least for now, fighting for the heavyweight title at Anniversary 5. But he is putting that on the line against Kenny Omega. Speaking of which, oh boy. That doesn't look good. Is that a workable? Oh shit, what's a contusion? Is that a workable injury, or am I about to switch tag teams here? I guess I'm about to find out how bad that's going to be for us. Team Angle celebrate. Kenny Omega comes in. Angle and the rest of Team Angle are leaving the ring. Kenny Omega, Shibata's the last one out. Omega pulls him back and picks him up and one-wing angels him as Team Angle come back into the ring, and Kurt Angle slides in to kind of, scare him off with the rest of Team Angle. They have a little bit of a stare down between Angle and Omega, but Omega decides to roll out of the ring and just sort of live to fight another day as he fights Shibata in just over a week. Oh, boy. God damn it. Oh, no. Oh, I hate laughing. Oh, this is not a good time for me to be laughing at anything that's not in this game. Oh, no. That was bad. I can't even repeat that. So what happened? Nyla Rose came out, and yeah, Channers being Channers. It's about the best way I could say. Yeah, there isn't anything to link. Just Nyla Rose came out, and Channers are being Channers, and just not good. Shinsuke Nakamura coming out with a promo. He talks about his winning record over Taylor Mulligan, of course, hyping up his fight against Taylor Mulligan in just over a week at Infamous 49. This prompts Hiromu Takahashi to come out now that he knows exactly where Nakamura is out, and he kind of finally comes, kind of stares him down and gets on his knees and screams and begs Nakamura to give him a match against him. And Nakamura looks like he's kind of blowing him off. And at that time, Taylor Mulligan comes in and attacks Knock from behind, right in the knee, right in his Bomaye knee, and starts kind of beating on him. Hiromu kicks him in the face, and Mulligan realizes that Hiromu is going to fight for Nakamura, so Mulligan scampers out of the ring before any more damage can be done. And now that Naito knows where Hiromu is, he comes out to confront Hiromu about his obsession with fighting Shinsuke Nakamura. So yeah, he's not been happy with how Los Ingobernables has been thus far. And sort of Takahashi looks he looks a little bit more sorry than anything. He just desperately wants his match with Nakamura, and Naito sort of helps walk him to the back. But then he has to come back out because he's facing Taiji Ishimori. That's why I did that. So yeah, he has Hiromu help Nakamura to the back as he and Ishimori have a match in tonight's main event, only an 81. I figured Ishimori would do a little bit better. I probably should have picked someone a little bit stronger than Ishimori. Either way, they went just over 20 minutes, 21 minutes actually. And Ishimori tried to use a foreign object to cheat. Naito behind the ref's back, distracting the ref, using that foreign object against Ishimori, and levels him with it, and then eventually hitting Destino and gets the victory over Ishimori. So Naito's win in the main event. Then we get to the final segment of the show. Cleanup Crew, Brother Ray, Tama Tonga, Robert Roode, and Samoa Joe coming out against Paul Levesque and his crew. Paul Levesque, Alex Reynolds, Alex Shelley, and Shane Hollister, as they will be coming out, and they have a bit of a, insult battle between them before Paul Levesque gets down to business. Throw some verbal insults at one another. And Paul Levesque announces that at Anniversary 5 that they will be locking themselves inside this weak-ass throw. Oh, no. They'll be locking themselves inside Prisoners of War 2. I think the last match that happened was back in December. I think the size of that women's title is a spoiler. Maybe. Because it's Riho sized? Is that why? That's a small belt. Jesus, that is a Riho sized belt. Although it'd be funny as shit to see Nyla Rose with it, because I imagine it would fit Riho, and Nyla Rose, I know if Nyla Rose did it, they'd have to do the Mark Henry thing where they put like the belt extender on the ECW title. They just have to do that. Although that'd be kind of funny. Or she just, I feel like that wouldn't barely cover her. Like, it would just look like a necklace around Nyla's fucking neck. Either way, so there you have it. I guess I'll put it as a, oh, you know what? We didn't book this officially, but as of right now, both of them will be on the, both spots will be on the line. But as of right now, of course, we do have Kushida and Katsuyori Shibata for the, just wear it over a crotch flap. Yeah. Oh my God. I would love Nyla Rose to wear, Nyla Rose wearing the belt like Eminem used to wear the tag belts would be amazing. No one's done that ever since Eminem, I don't think. And let's see here. Hawkeye Pro World Heavyweight title. So we have that match. And then, let's see. Do I have it on here officially? I thought I did. Is it under that? 2v2, 2v3, 4v4. Oh, come on. I got to have 4v4. Prisoners of War. I guess I can't really choose it now because we don't have the official setup of people. John Morrison's back in WWE. So yeah, I did hear about that. So I think the two teams are sort of assumed right now, but we'll just do it like that. Why not? I should just make it a default so I don't have to look for it. Here, make that a default. There we go. Losing unit disbands. Technically, it's not a losing unit disbands. It's whoever is the oh, that's right, Paul Levesque. Yeah, that's right. It would be a because he's not an official wrestler, so I'll have to rework with that. Here, I'll just make it an angle, and I'll just remember that this angle is a thing. Prisoners of War 2. Losing commissioner is fired. So they don't necessarily disband, but the it will be Brother Ray, a Brother Ray led team and a Paul Levesque led team fighting against one another. Here we'll just do entertainment. There we go. 89, I'll take that. We're an hour 14 in, Jesus. All right. I need some water because I haven't had that in a while.
Stay out of her grasp. It's easier said than done.
I'm glad I made a big glass. Took a pretty big one. Yeah. I also realized I'm now just under a month. I think it's 29 days officially until, so it's just over 4 weeks until, yeah, Naito Taylor Mulligan is turning into a good worker. The kid is worth getting behind. Yeah, he's my television champion. 2342 rating. And I want to see how long Eddie Edwards is now out. Here, let's look at medical. Eddie Edwards, 18 days. Oh, I can't do anything about it. So 18 days, and the title match is in 9 days. So we may have to put a new team in there. So yeah, it's been a while since I've had to change a major match like this, due to injury. But yeah, it does mean that I think I'm gonna have to figure something else out for Infamous, because Cleanup Crew American Wolves can't happen at Infamous. So I think I'm gonna have to pick another team at some point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that now. They'll have their match, just they can't have it at Infamous. We'll either pick another team or something. We'll figure out something. Let's see here. I think we're ready. How many people did we get for that? 17.5 million people. So we went up an extra 300,000 from last week. That's good. There we go. All right. It's women's division time. Why would we be? Fuck it. We'll be in the U.S. Airways Center. Why not? We see our push press. There we go. Microphone work. Dope. Hey, there's the actual steel chairs, not the nice padded ones that Cody went into. If she slams Riho onto it, Gary, then it's confirmed that Riho is more hardcore than Cody Rhodes. Oh my God! Please move, Riho. I think Nyla's about to senton. Yep, a bunch of chairs. All right. Let me see here. Did I have any pre-booking? Yes, I did. That's right. I do have Justice Legion, Pomp and Circumstance, Losers Alliance breaks up. So we'll see what happens here. I'll make it like 18 minutes. I don't know if we can go. Can we go full 20? I think we can go to 67 stamina. 87 stamina. I think the stamina should be okay. 62. Yeah, we'll go 18. Why not? And the winner, Dalton Castle. And actually, we'll have him pin Lufisto. I wonder if that will work out. I don't know if that. Let me see here. Southwest 46. How big is Dalton Castle in the? It'll be okay. And let's see here. We need open match. We need slow build for the non-stamina people. And tainted win, but it's still a win. There we go. There's our main event. Now, what else do I need to do for the breakouts? Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, Tegan Knox is coming back. Can you imagine if Tegan Knox comes back right after Dakota Kai comes back and then they just re-injure themselves again? I don't wish that upon them, but it's just a what is it? A Motor City Machine Guns moment. Where, like, you know, Chris Sabin got injured, and then I think Alex Shelley got injured, then they were both back, and Chris Sabin got re-injured again. Something like that. I forget what it was. Like, they were rolling, and then Shelley got injured, and when Shelley came back, Sabin got injured. And then by that point, there wasn't hardly anything left. Let's see here. Okay, so we need to deal with our women's tag titles. When did they have a match yet? Have they had a match in Let me see here. Where's Kana? Kana?
It helps improve
When was the last match you guys had? At Grand Prix Finals. So you guys should fight again.
Take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death.
Even in a non-title capacity. You know what? We'll even put it in a title capacity. We'll put the titles on the line tonight. We'll see who we can put up there. Let's put we'll put Sadistic Tales up there against let's see, we could do Idol Fight after Maki Ito's. She had her big main event win last week, which didn't seem to do much. The image he uses to describe her. Oh no. God damn it. Thunder Rock to Shine. Could do a Oedo tie. How about Justice Legion? This could be a big night for them. Nah, didn't they just fight? Didn't they just lose? They lost to Thunder Rock last week. They probably shouldn't get a title match. We'll put a Oedo tie out there then. I think they just lost a match recently too. I mean they lost a while back. They'll be fine. Women's tag titles on the line. We'll give them 18. Nah, yeah, we'll give them 18. There we go. Kana getting the win. We'll do open match. Slow build, decisive win. There you go. Easy peasy. All right, so to deal with, I would say, the weaker of the matches. You know, it felt like Riho was trying to back body drop Nyla Rose. How amazing would it be if Nyla Rose just busted out a Canadian Destroyer right there? Just Riho just neck bumps the shit out of that. All right. Let me see here. Nicole Matthews. Hello, my name is Degenerate. Oh boy. Ooh, that was close. Sorry. Maki Ito. I feel like Idol Fight should come out for some sort of oh, you know what? That'll be a big thing. Idol Fight gets to reunite after her big win. Idol Fight gets to reunite as a team once again, only to get completely shat on by Thunder Rock. These poor women. Oh, the last time they fought was back when they were still masked. So it should be fine. Just like 10 minutes. Io Shirai getting the win, of course. Open match? Nah. They'll go all out though, and decisive win. I don't think they have the. They don't have the psychology. So, I think we'll just leave it at that. All right, that's a lot of tag matches. We need to have a halfway decent one-on-one match. I think. Let's get a one-on-one match out there. Let's see. When was the last time Kyrie had a one-on-one match? Grand Prix final. All right. Kyrie's gonna fight. This should help out a little bit. Who's Kyrie gonna go after? Who is someone she can face? Questionnaire, what's your favorite thing in life? I don't even know. Well, yeah, I guess you were right. It felt like a bit of a spoiler. I'm just imagining. Oh, yep, there it is. Immediately, the bell literally just rung. We are Stardom. Congratulations to Riho on becoming the first ever AEW Women's Champion. I was just imagining, like, as soon as I clicked over, Stardom was just like, "Yeah, congrats, Riho." Me, Asian boobs. Wow. Well, good for you. Hikaru Shida hasn't had a match as well in a little while. Two people who kind of are going out there to have something to prove to themselves. I'd say that would be a solid. We'll give them. You know what we'll do? Is we got a little bit of time, but I think I'm going to shorten some of the other matches. Is we're going to go 22. How long can they go? They got 78 Stam and 83 Stam. Of course, Michael Nakazawa. She looks scared. She looks scared by him. Let's see here. Kyrie and let's see. Storytelling. Asian ass greater than boobs. If we're being horny on main. Oh no, what's going on? David versus Kushida versus Walter. I figured that was going to happen here soon. Uh-oh. Nyla, last thing you need is to be botching. Oh boy. Nyla Rose beating the shit out of Michael Nakazawa. That only means this is setting up for Omega versus Nyla Rose. Oh shit. Kenny Omega's coming out. Oh my god. Nakazawa and Riho. And I just made a joke that it was going to lead to Nyla Rose and Omega. And then Kenny Omega comes out. I'm sorry. That was just great. Storytelling, we did that. Open match. Slow build, decisive win. There you go. I want to make this like an unexpectedly pretty big main event. Omega versus Moxley. Omega versus Moxley is going to happen at Full Gear. So if we do that, we can close that out, and we can go 13 minutes. There we go. 72 minutes is okay. I'll dip this down to 22. There we go. I think that'll be good. I just don't think Justice Legion and Pomp and Circumstance are going to be a main event. So, let's see. Unafraid Thunder Rock. Trying to think what should be the opener. It almost should just be that, but oh, you know what I should do? Sorry, Elena Tai, Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag. There we go. And let's see. Oh, yeah, that's right. Omega was just... Omega pushes her away and then just runs to the back like, oh yeah, I got to be out there for my match. Let me see here. I think, you know what? Idol Fight Thunder Rock sounds like the opening. All right. Maki Ito, Reika Psyche, and a sore Ladybeard. So idle fight out. Ladybeard is sore, but glad to have them all back together. And this leads to them just getting crapped on. Let me see this. She can kind of talk. She can't really talk. I forgot. I think Ladybeard has a bit of mic skills to him now. Sort of. We'll give it to him anyway. It's the opening segment. Who cares? They'll be fine. There we go. And move that there. And Paul Heyman coming out with Io Shirai and Mayu Iwatani. So Thunder Rock and Heyman out. Heyman puts over Thunder Rock, and here's Foley will announce tag title. We'll announce contenders. Yeah, we'll just do that. Kenny is pissed that someone attacked his waifu. Which is kind of funny because I think that's more of a Hikaru Shida than Riho. I think Riho was like one of his original like tag partners, but I think he actually dated Hikaru Shida, so I feel like that more fits with her. Yeah, we'll do 5 minutes. 5 minutes is fine. Entertainment, overness each. There we go. By the way, I had dinner earlier, and I'm not just fighting against the clock here. I'm fighting against every job goes. Oh my god, he has a harem. Idle fight Thunder Rock. Let me see here. All right. I guess we'll have Mick Foley coming out now. There we go. All right. Heyman demands to have Thunder Rock named number 1 contenders. Foley names 4-way match for Infamous. There we go. At the top of that harem is Aja Kong. That'd be fantastic. There we go. On each. And I guess minor success is there. And then I'll actually name the teams when we get to that point. All right. Statistic Tales, Oedo Tai. Let's see. James Mitchell, Mia Shirai, Kana, and Azumi. There we go. So this the tails out. And let's see here. Mitchell plans on beating whoever wins 4-way after beating a trying to think here. Not emasculated, but I'm trying to think of like Minoru Suzuki is no longer there, so a weakened. How about that? Oedo Tai. There we go. So there. I can't remember how much they can talk. Yeah, they're fine. They're fine. There we go. There we go. And let's see. Justice Legion should come out. something. All right. Mephisto. Carl Anderson. Kangaroo Cassidy. Kangaroo Jess. All right. Justice Legion in the back. Prepare for another war to win. 4 minutes. I think they can talk. They'll be fine. She'll be fine to say something. Oh yeah, look at that charisma. Why is Jessie McKay's charisma so high? A 91. Jesus H. What's happening in NXT? Damian Priest. There we go. Prepare for the match. Let's do that. There we go. Alright, then we get Mephisto, Carl Anderson, Andrew Cassidy, Andrew Jess. Let's see. Justice Legion left defeated in the ring as reality hits that they are no more. There we go. Oops. There we go. I guess neutral on that. It's bittersweet. There we go. Kairi Hojo, Hikaru Shida. Let's see. Kairi Hojo. Yeah, we'll do Hikaru Shida as well. Face off backstage with Hojo and Shida as they wish each other luck, but plan on improving something. Good enough. 4 minutes. That'll be good enough, I think, for them. There we go. That. What is our big closing segment? I think the big closing segment. All right. I think what we'll have is have McFoley, Dash, Kairi. We'll have that. Dash out with kendo stick. Lays in on Kairi and Shida. Foley out is sick of Hikaru Shida. Oh, there's Moxley. Actions. Let me see here. Foley is sick for actions and is talking to sick of actions, and we'll we'll just do that. He's gonna handle it. We'll just put it like that. I feel like performing wrestling finishers on my neighbor. That's why I was really glad when I was a teenager. I had friends that we spent our money on our spare income on a good trampoline. Mostly because you can't just buy a wrestling ring on a handful of McDonald's salaries, but we could get a good square trampoline. Let's see, dash. We'll just leave it. No, selling. Low. Oops. Run. Low. Success. Oh, he's the cleaner. Get it? Now he's attacking with a mop. There we go. That's how we'll end it there.
And God, look at this. Just repeatedly bashing Omega's head.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We're only at 108 minutes, so I could definitely do a little bit more. Dobson isn't going to be around too much. Nicole Matthews needs to talk about something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I know it's some sort of like gimmicked stuff, but still. Jesus. All right. What was that? I was just watching a fucking... Jesus. Death Rider on glass. Yeah, that was fucking gross. Through a glass table. Holy shit. And it wasn't even dirty deeds like he had been doing. He like picked him up and dropped him through. Nicole Matthews. All right. Portia Perez. Here we go. Let me see here. Matthews backstage with Portia. You're not happy at Mew's actions last week and the lack of here. And plan here. Actually, plan. Oh my God. Can I stop with the exclamation points? Plan to find her. We'll do 3 minutes on that. Because we'll go up here, I guess. Maybe we'll go a little bit. Maybe we'll go a little bit farther down, closer towards the end of the show. There we go, and then we'll do Nicole Matthews, Miyu Yamashita, selling. Matthews interrupted by Miyu. Attack. They brawl around the back. Let's see. Ending with Miyu. Let's see. Curb stomping Matthews. Here. Nicole Matthews. There we go. All right. 4 minutes on that. Not success there. Minor defeat. Low, I guess. And success. There we go. Oh, did you get the gif of the... Okay, this kind of looks stupid. I mean, it looks good. Looks very solid. I mean, you know they're not going to put each other through real glass. It looks good enough. We get the point. Mox is taking most of it. I mean, isn't that how he mostly takes all of it? Like, I mean, DDTs are mostly taken by whoever's giving it. On top of the fact that he's dropping them on his head, so. But I get it. DDTs are never usually a thing to. Yeah, DDTs are never usually a big thing to maybe do to someone like that, because it mostly puts you through them more than anything else. Okay, so I think we're good there. And so that goes from one to the other because it's just one longer angle. And let's see, what else am I missing? Knight, we need Brittany Knight talking. Brittany Knight. Night vignette talks about her upcoming title match and won't let Leva distract her. There we go. 4 minutes should be good enough. 4 minute vignette, still quite a bit. No, what's her? Oh yeah. Should just be 4 minutes of sex appeal. Just a 4 minute montage of pictures as she's talking. It's like, I don't know what she said, but this is a fantastic montage. Let's see, just yeah, we'll just throw that right there because we need some angles separating that. Tyler, please. What? What? Let's see. Mary Dobson, Davina Rose. We've already seen enough of Paige. You're right. You right. You know what? Nakajima, Hamada, Davina Rose. Yeah, okay. I think I can roll with something on here. All right, 6 minutes. I'm gonna do the next 6 minutes here. So let's see. We're gonna have Kaho Kobayashi come out. Davina Rose. She's just gonna be an innocent victim. Kaho out for a match. Beaten down on entrance by Rose, accompanied by Spears. 6 minutes. Sean Spears. There we go. Selling. Entertainment, I guess. It should be okay. I'll do microphone just to make sure. Davina Rose is Bailey, right? Yes. Her gimmick is hired gun. She's kind of part of the. She's kind of part of the Tony Storm, Nikki Storm thing. So I'd say minor defeat, low success, minor success. There you go. Boom. And we get to build up a little bit more of here. Let's put this up here, I guess. There you go. 125 minutes. Now here comes Cody. You know, it'd be great if Cody does his the Triple H thing of taking off his tie, loosening up his business outfit, and like unbuttoning the cuffs. He just starts doing the Triple H thing of loosening his clothes. Oh boy, this is how we're gonna end the first show, is with chaos. Anything can happen in AEW. I'm just waiting for Jim Ross to say it. Excuse me? Fucking Jake Hager? Oh, shit. Damn. Oh, shit. AEW working with Bellator. Just like Impact. You know what? I always thought like he didn't quite get his due. Kai and Tyler. I always liked him. I always thought he didn't get his due after the whatever his shit with Cesaro. I remember he had that one promo on SmackDown when he got drafted to SmackDown, and it seemed like he was going to do really big shit, and then he did nothing. He just like didn't show up again. I like the super all-American aligning himself with the Puerto Ricans. We're doing this angle again. All right. Let's all-American teaming with the Puerto Ricans, because why not? And the Canadian. All right. So we get Maki Ito and Reika Saiki and a very sore Ladybeard coming out to open up the show at U.S. Airways Center. Just insanity going on right now. Either way, Ladybeard's sore, but he's glad to have them all back together as they're celebrating Maki Ito's win last week in the main event over... Oh, no. Maki Ito's win over Mary Dobson last week in the no-holds-barred last ride match. And glad to have all of Idol Fight here once again and safe and sound. Short-lived, though, as Paul Heyman, Io Shirai, and Mayu Iwatani come out. And Heyman puts over Thunder Rock and says that he's heard rumors that Mick Foley is going to announce a number one contender tonight to face Sadistic Tales at an upcoming date. So we'll see perhaps what that is. He hints that, of course, he'd love to see Thunder Rock named as it. In fact, he assumes Thunder Rock is going to be named as it, but we'll have to see it later on. First, we have Thunder Rock destroying Idol Fight in just under 10 minutes. Decent enough match, I'd say, considering Maki has a 49 and Reika has a 52. So Mayu and Io definitely carried this match. So, yeah, Idol Fight just gets crapped on as Thunder Rock gets the easy win over them. And Paul Heyman gets on the mic and demands to know when Thunder Rock is going to get named the number one contenders. He says he heard Mick Foley. Oh, God, they immediately went from end of the show to the intro. All right. That was so Nitro. It really felt Nitro-ish. All right. I'm not even going to turn the music on because I think I'm going to be done here relatively soon. Either way, Paul Heyman demands to have Thunder Rock named as the number one contenders. Foley does come out and names, instead of just naming them number one contenders, he says he'd rather Paul Heyman and his crew do what he knows they can do and earn their number one contendership match. So what we're going to have at Infamous 49. Why is there only 4? Oh yeah, that's right. We had to take the tag title match off. We'll figure out what that's going to be. But we're going to have... Are we going to have elimination or... Yes, we are. Okay. So... Oh, shit. Where's that at? Oh, there it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 4-corner elimination tag match. The winner of this 4-corner elimination tag match in just over a week, in 9 days at Infamous 49, will go on to face Sadistic Tales for the Hawkeye Pro Women's Tag Team titles. Of course, Thunder Rock, the first team named. However, you are also going to get the Reinas. You are going to get Leva Corp. And you are going to get Shimmer and Shine. So 4 teams going up against them. And we're going to watch AEW. Yeah, we were basically watching it in the I basically had it on in the background as I was playing this, because we've been going for just over 2 hours. So yeah, I turned it on right before, and then as the show was going on, I've been booking. So yeah. Let's see. Number 1 contender, women's tag. I'll just do that because I know there's not enough room. Yeah, Thunder Rock, Reinas, Leva Corp, Shimmer and Shine. 4-corner elimination tag match. The winner of those 4 teams will face Sadistic Tales at Anniversary 5. You know what I really wish they would do, and they don't do it? Let's just do a one-on-one. That we are booking a match, we are booking an upcoming match, but there's never a to be determined. I don't know if they ever addressed that for TEW 2020, but I would really enjoy a pre-booking where you know that someone will be there wrestling, you just don't know who they're fighting. I think that would be realistically the preferred method of doing that. I don't know. Maybe someone can get into Adam Ryland's ear, and in the next TEW we can actually pre-book a show with a to be determined person. They did put it in WMMA 5, so I'm imagining that they could probably put it in TEW. Yeah, I haven't heard much about what NXT had. It just every once in a while I'd hear Okada talk about NXT. So there you go, 4-way elimination match. It had EO on it. Well, that immediately makes it at least a solid show. Why put a chestnut emoji? Why have a violent nut? Does that mean she's a nut or you're having a violent nut? And I'm sure you're going to go, yes. So there you go. There's the 4-way tag match. I still have to book a tag title match because Cleanup Crew's got to face somebody, and it can't be American Wolves at Infamous, so we'll see what happens. Kaho Kobayashi comes out for a match. However, in her entrance, Davina Rose comes out, nodding violently. Davina Rose comes out and starts beating her down on her entrance. Sean Spears also comes out with her, leading to the idea that perhaps, once again, Sean Spears has been known as a guy with a bit of an agency of hired guns between both Tony and Nikki Storm, being a Thorn and Justice Legion side. Davina Rose coming out with Sean Spears seems to be led to believe that he has another hired gun. Either way, Kaho is not working tonight because she has been laid out. James Mitchell and the rest of Sadistic Tales coming out. Mitchell plans on, whoever of the 4 teams actually end up winning at Infamous 49. He ends up, oh my God, with the crying banana. Either way, Sadistic Tales plan on winning that after also beating a weakened Oedo Tai, who also, he sort of the backhand, kind of gives a verbal backhand to Oedo Tai for losing Minoru Suzuki. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I don't think it was last week. I think it was 2 weeks ago where they beat Minoru Suzuki. So, and he was fired. So, yeah, just sort of a bit of an insult there. But we do get Sadistic Tales versus Oedo Tai for the women's tag team titles, putting the titles on the line in this rough match. It looks like Kana clearly in charge of everybody, and Izumi does well too. It's just Hazuki and Kagetsu don't seem to work well together. I kind of tend to forget that. Either way, Sadistic Tales get the win over Oedo Tai with the Passion Clutch, and that is the first official defense of the women's tag team titles. A little bit rough, but you know what? It'll work. Brittany Knight has a few minute long vignette showing some of her training and some of the things that she's doing to prepare for her upcoming World Women's Championship match against Dash Chisako in just over a week, 9 days. She will get her, I believe it's only her second Women's Championship match. So it came a bit out of nowhere, but won a Battle Royal last week or 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago to get this shot. So definitely looking forward to that. And then we get Justice Legion in the back, Lufisto, Carl Anderson, Kangaroo Cassie, and Kangaroo Jess as they are prepared for another war. They, they know that this isn't the first time they had done this. Of course, when they had faced the Evil League of Evil, they won that war. And tonight they plan on winning yet another one against Pomp and Circumstance. This leads to a horrendous match. I forgot. I should probably have... Man, this is going to be a bad show. I forgot that Carl Anderson and Dalton Castle are pretty much jobbers. I should probably have pushed them up higher on the card. Even one of them just being a mid-carder would have made this a little bit better. Fuck. Okay, well, either way, decent wrestling, little heat. Who cares? Pomp and Circumstance get the win. And Dalton Castle used some underhanded tactics. I don't even know exactly what that was. Maybe rolled her up and then put his feet on the ropes for leverage and gets the win. And that officially means that this is the end of the Justice Legion. I think they've been around for, God, almost a year and a half, I think. It's been quite a while. Anderson deserves better. Why do you think I'm breaking them up? Because I know Anderson deserves better. I'm not ending the Justice Legion for no reason. Either way, Dalton Castle with roll up on Lufisto and gets the win. And like I said, this is the end of the Justice Legion. And Justice Legion are left defeated in the ring. Kangaroo Cassie, Kangaroo Jess join them. The reality sort of hits them that they are no more as, one by one. Even during, I would assume, a commercial break, they just sort of one by one end up leaving the ring dejected. It was at least a good ending. Horrible match, but a good ending angle. Nicole Matthews is backstage with Portia Perez. She talks about the fact that she nearly had to have jaw surgery after Miyu Yamashita's actions last week, where she got curb stomped on the stage. Not happy about it. She's lucky that nothing broke, but she does plan to find her to get a little piece of revenge against her. Jimmy's greater than Justice Legion. I think, oh God, they're all old practically at this point. I would love to know which two Jimmy's people you would put over the Justice Legion. I'm going to assume Genki Horiguchi and Jimmy Susumu. I think those are about the only ones. If you get any of the other ones, all of them, you lie. Matthews, though, as they're looking forward to them, is interrupted by Miyu blindsiding her and knocks Portia Perez out of the way, but it leads to a brawl between Matthews and Yamashita. Leads to security and referees coming back to try to pull them apart, but not before Miyu Yamashita can once again curb stomp Nicole Matthews and leave her laying. We get a bit of a face-off backstage as we know Kairi Hojo and Hikaru Shida, thank God, they're the main event, not the tag match that I was going to make it. So Kairi Hojo and Hikaru Shida are facing off, and they're at least on halfway good terms. And they wish each other good luck, but each of them plan to win tonight because they each have a little bit something to prove. Kairi Hojo, of course, has quite a bit to prove with her in the women's title picture, and Hikaru Shida with herself in the High Spirits title picture. So, yeah, both of them have pretty big chips on their shoulders, so neither one of them really want to give an inch here. And that leads to a mediocre match, I guess. Fucking Hikaru Shida really just didn't really step up here. Was hoping it was going to do better in 22 minutes, but of course it didn't. This did lead to a Kairi Hojo eventually hitting the deep sea driver on Hikaru Shida, and that was that. So Kairi Hojo getting the win. Dash Chisako comes running down with a kendo stick, though. She decides to blow off a little bit more steam and land to Kairi Hojo and Hikaru Shida. And Foley's music hits. He comes out. He's sick of the actions of Dash Chisako and says that within the next week he will be talking to the Hawkeye Pro Board of Directors to deal with her. That he warns Dash that she should be thinking about her women's championship match in 9 days at Infamous. And Mick Foley will be dealing with her after Infamous. And that is the end of the show. Wow, that's probably the worst show I've had in a long time. I was expecting, that was really lackluster. I was really expecting Kairi and Hikaru Shida to put on a little bit better match, but that was mediocre. I think we actually lost. So I think it's the first time in a long time we've actually lost popularity. Hey, Tom, what's up? I'm only mildly disappointed about that. HPW is becoming WCW 2000. No, it was just a bad night. We just had a rough night. Let me see here. 76. When was the last time we even got below 80? I want to know the last time we got below 80. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. This not good. Oh my God. 82. We got an 82 way back in January. Oh my God. That's the worst show of 2020. And it's still on par with a Raw or SmackDown at least. Well, there's an 80. There's an 80 from Adrenaline in December last year. Who Nakamura and Davey Richards blew down the house, but I think everything else was kind of meh. Where's a 79? Man, I feel bad because where's a 79 at? There, finally, Infamous 45. 2 weeks before anniversary. 2 weeks before anniversary 4. And that was headlined by that. Oh no, it wasn't even headlined by. That was also headlined by Hikaru Shida in the main event. Okay, so I think this tells me that Hikaru Shida in the main event is not the way to go. Let's see here. Fox are unhappy with the quality of last night's Breakout, which did not meet their minimum requirements. So, holy shit, I was not expecting to do so badly that Fox is now mad at us. That's not good. Azumi as a draw. Yeah, what was our best match of the night? What was our best match of that night? Thunder Rock Idol Fight got an 81. That was a 75. That was a 31. That was a 78. So Io and Mayu drew in the numbers. Of course they do. Oof. That was not good. Yeah, that's the worst show we've had since the last time Hikaru Shida main evented a show. Oh my God. Oh, if there's ever anything that says don't fucking push this person. I will say that I feel like it would have done at least a little bit better if I didn't have a 31 rated match. That would have done at least slightly better. Oh, Jesus. Blaming it on the talent instead of the bookers. Yeah, I blame myself for booking Hikaru Shida in the main event. I didn't do a great job of putting anything together. Here, let me see. How'd the Ignition show do? That was a 53. That was something. There you go. They're drawing 1,000 people. That's good. This is why Punk left. God damn it. So I'm gonna have to come back strong. I'm gonna have to pull out all the stops next week, I think, in the go home show to Infamous, which usually is a TV event. I'm thinking about putting it on pay-per-view just so I can get some money, because that pay-per-view money will do us some good. And let me see here. Okay. MVP's retiring. Okay. But I don't know how much money I'm about to spend on Anniversary, but I feel like we should spend some money on... We could do a star band, an A-list celebrity. We're going to be in Madison Square Garden. We should really pull out all the stops and just lose all our money on the show. All right, let's get to Monday, and hopefully nothing burns down for me, and I can call it a day, because I need to. Well, it's not too late, but I need to relax just a little bit. It's been a long weekend. Jesus. I meant to get done with this, by the way, before I went to I meant to get to Anniversary before I went to Japan, but I feel like at this point that's clearly not going to happen unless most of the rest of my streams are just this. Today's Handsome Wrestling you might not have heard of thread features Dragon Gate's immortal handsome BB Hulk. I don't... Okay. That's a thing, I guess. Either way, looks good. Everything's fine. Don't take us off the air yet, Fox. We'll do better. I swear we'll do better. Okay. Everything else is okay. So there we go. Things didn't go amazingly, but we still made some money. Made a bunch of money putting on mediocre shows. That's just we're very WWE at this point. All right, I hope to do better. I hope to put on some better shows. I think we did well for Adrenaline, didn't we? 89. We put on some solid shows. We just don't have as many draws on Breakout. It's time for a Fox power move. Oh, no. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to thank you guys for coming out because it's over. It's almost 2.5 hours. So, no, they ain't replacing us. We're bringing in the viewers, even without Brock Lesnar. Either way, thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. It's been fun. Yeah. It's if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. Next time I do this will be it's pay-per-view week, so we will have Infamous at the end of the week. So there'll be that to look forward to. We'll have Adrenaline, Breakout, and Infamous. So we'll be dealing with that. Of course, we still at least have our main event, so I think I just want to keep Tozawa and Kushida just incubated in angles for right now. So they don't end up getting hurt. I don't need my main event to go. No, I'm done for tonight. It's been about 2.5 hours. I'd probably stream a little bit more, but the next time I'm going to stream, I'm going to stream College Hoops, and that's probably going to be like 3 hours by itself, because my plan, because it's going to be the 100th episode of College Hoops, on my YouTube because we did 99 and I thought, okay, we're at a perfect position. I'm in the NCAA tournament. I'm in the second round. So the next time I do it will be 100th episode of College Hoops. I'm just going to go until I lose. Hopefully I win the championship. We'll see what happens. So either way, thank you guys, and I will see you next time.